Summer is here. The days are hotter, we sweat more, and sometimes even our appetite changes. But did you know that the foods you choose during hot weather can make a big difference in how you feel? Some summer foods contain a lot of water. Others provide important vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants. And some are simply perfect for hot days. Today, we're looking at 7 summer foods your body will thank you for. And number 7 might surprise you. Let's start with one of the most popular fruits of summer. Watermelon is almost a symbol of summer, but there's a good reason it feels so refreshing. Watermelon is made up of roughly 90% water. That makes it a delicious way to add fluids to your diet, especially on hot days. But watermelon isn't just water. It also contains vitamin C and other nutrients. And there's another interesting compound inside watermelon called lycopene. Lycopene is a natural pigment that gives watermelon its red color. It's also an antioxidant. Here's something many people don't realize. Watermelon can taste extremely sweet, but it is still relatively low in calories compared with many desserts. So instead of reaching for a heavy dessert on a hot afternoon, a bowl of cold watermelon can be a refreshing option. But don't think watermelon can replace drinking water. It shouldn't. Your body still needs regular fluids throughout the day. Watermelon is simply a tasty addition. And now let's move to a tiny red fruit with a surprising secret. Strawberries may look small, but they contain an impressive combination of nutrients. They're a good source of vitamin C and also provide fiber. Vitamin C is important for normal immune function and collagen production, and fiber helps support normal digestion. But here's the really strange part. The little dots on the outside of a strawberry? Those are not technically seeds. They are called achenes. And each achene is actually a tiny fruit containing a seed. Even stranger, the juicy red part we usually think of as the fruit is actually a swollen part of the flower. So, botanically speaking, the strawberry is not a typical berry at all. Pretty weird for something that looks so simple. And there's another reason strawberries are great for summer. They contain a lot of water, making them naturally refreshing. You can eat them alone, add them to yogurt, or freeze them for a cold summer snack. But our next food takes the idea of hydration even further. Cucumber is one of the most water-rich foods you can eat. It contains roughly 95% water. That's why cucumber feels so refreshing, especially when served cold. But cucumber isn't completely empty of nutrients. It provides small amounts of vitamin K, vitamin C, and other nutrients. And because it contains water and some fiber, it can be an easy addition to meals during hot weather. Try adding cucumber to a salad. Put it in a sandwich, or simply slice it and eat it cold. But here's something important. Cucumber is not a replacement for water. If you're sweating heavily, your body needs proper hydration, and plain water is still essential. Think of cucumber as food that happens to contain a lot of water. And now let's add a little tropical flavor. Coconut water has become extremely popular as a summer drink, and there's a reason for that. Coconut water naturally contains electrolytes, including potassium. Electrolytes are minerals that help your body maintain fluid balance and support normal muscle and nerve function. That sounds impressive. But here's the part people often misunderstand. Coconut water isn't automatically better than plain water for everyone. If you're simply sitting at home on a normal summer day, regular water is usually perfectly fine. But after sweating heavily, especially during prolonged exercise, a drink containing electrolytes can be useful. Just remember to check the label. Some packaged coconut water drinks can contain added sugar. So the next time you see coconut water advertised as a magical summer drink, remember it's a useful beverage, but it's not magic. Now let's talk about one of the most tropical fruits of summer, pineapple. It's sweet, juicy, refreshing, and packed with flavor. But here's something surprisingly interesting. A pineapple is not actually one single fruit. It's made up of many small fruits that grow together and eventually form what looks like one large fruit. Pretty amazing, right? Pineapple also contains vitamin C and manganese, and it contains a group of enzymes called bromelain. Bromelain is naturally found in pineapple, especially in the stem. But don't believe every claim you hear online about pineapple. Eating pineapple won't magically burn fat or detox your entire body. It's simply a nutritious fruit that can be part of a balanced diet. And there's another thing you may notice. Fresh pineapple can sometimes make your mouth feel slightly strange or tingly. That's partly because bromelain can break down proteins. So if your mouth feels a little sensitive after eating a lot of fresh pineapple, you're not imagining it. Pineapple is doing something very interesting. Tomatoes are technically fruits. Yes, fruits. But most of us use them like vegetables, and tomatoes contain an interesting antioxidant called lycopene. Remember lycopene from the watermelon? It's the same natural pigment responsible for the red color. Tomatoes also contain vitamin C and other nutrients. And here's something fascinating. Cooking tomatoes can increase the amount of lycopene that your body can absorb. That doesn't mean raw tomatoes are bad. Not at all. It simply means that different ways of preparing food can change how some nutrients are absorbed. You can add tomatoes to salads, sandwiches, eggs, or simply eat them with a little olive oil. Blueberries are tiny, but they contain a variety of nutrients and plant compounds. They are a source of fiber, vitamin C, and naturally occurring antioxidants. Their deep blue color comes from pigments called anthocyanins. These plant compounds are one reason berries are so interesting from a nutrition perspective. And blueberries are incredibly easy to add to your summer diet. Put them in yogurt, add them to oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or simply eat them cold. But here's the most important lesson. You don't need one magical food. You don't need an expensive supplement. A healthy diet is about the overall pattern of what you eat. Different fruits and vegetables provide different nutrients, so variety matters. So, what are the 7 summer foods? Watermelon, strawberries, cucumber, coconut water, pineapple, tomatoes, and blueberries. Notice something? Most of them are colorful, many contain plenty of water, and they provide a variety of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and plant compounds. But remember, no single food can replace a balanced diet. And no food can magically make you healthy overnight. The goal is simple. Eat a variety of nutritious foods, drink enough fluids, and enjoy seasonal foods while they're at their best. Summer doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes a cold slice of watermelon, a bowl of strawberries, a few pieces of juicy pineapple, or a handful of blueberries is all you need to make a hot day a little more enjoyable. So which one is your favorite? Watermelon, strawberries, cucumber, coconut water, pineapple, tomatoes, or blueberries? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more simple and interesting facts about food, plants, and your health.